Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Let's go, fellas.
Set. 19. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Shift.
Line them up.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yo. That's it. Mike 5-4. Line them up.
Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up. SOS.
Slam. Check. Line them up.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check three. He's crossing. He's checking.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A good pickup there at 22. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Check back. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Stay with your man. 51's the mic, boys.
2nd and 3. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. This is Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Here we go. I'm here all day. Kill. Alert 3. Hey, come on. Safety's creeping.
Third and short, McKinnon. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on fourth down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Get wide. Watch the edge. Check the backer.
They'll try and run for it. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the carry, it's Muhammad, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check. 59. Watch QB.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, 31. Check off. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
I got you. 59 Mike. Check. I'm coming after you. Hey, 59. Mike's 59. Here we go. Check 59.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's caught by Hollister. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
25, check 25, check 25. Shift, shift. Hey, 31.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch up, switch up.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
24. Check 99. Deuce, 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 deuce. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let him know. Let him know.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to go down again. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Time to end it. 51 to Mike. They can't hang with us. So, Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
I hope you brought your refs because I'm about to take you to school. Check 9, check 9.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check 59, Mike.
From his goal line here, Watson. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Taking a shot for... And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want none.
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety, check safety. 59, 59. 55.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Switch.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51. Let's go, D.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 51. Drop heads, yeah.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll try and run it in, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. 51.
Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Just like that. First down. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Who that? Go.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for San Francisco, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog.